these are some of the things that we were talking about, and we can now get confirmation from what I'll describe as a very neutral, non-partisan party.
Well, it sounds, I mean, basically, based on what she says, it sounds as if there's sufficient evidence there to at least warrant a very detailed investigation by INEC, at the very least. But it does sound as if something did go on in Rivers State that was untoward, contrary to what the PDP said yesterday on this show, which was that there was nothing like that, and by and large, elections took place under normal circumstances.
It would be good for us to also get more information from other international observers who were there as well.
She did say that they were not the only ones that raised it.
Yeah, so she is acting as a spokesperson for a larger group of international observers at this point. But then, I did not want to look at the issues from the point of view of the PDP or the APC then. Yes, of course, the All Progressives Congress did raise the issue of missing result sheets. The PDP, on the other hand, said nothing like that happened. But then, why was it that it was particularly in Rivers State that it was such a very, very thorny issue? We know for sure that in other states, electoral materials arrived sometimes in a very staggered manner. Sometimes you have the electoral officials there, you have the card readers, you don't have the result sheets, you don't have this, you don't have that. But then they arrived at different times like this. Okay, ultimately,
But Charles, we've been told that actually where elections took place under those circumstances, they shouldn't have, because apparently the rules are very clear. At the start of an election at any polling unit, what is expected is that everything that is required to hold those elections should be in place. We had two experienced observers here who've sort of done elections again and again yesterday, confirming this to us. And so people who refused to be accredited and to vote on the basis that not all materials were around were apparently, were well within their rights to say that they were not going to do it. So the fact that people in other places felt comfortable enough to say, okay, we'll get accredited and then we'll go and chase up INEC to bring result sheets, which, we understand happened in a few places in Lagos. It's not something that, an example that other people were bound to follow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, at this point, I think we should take a look at that incident in Rivers State, and I'm talking about today's protest against the conduct of the elections in the state. Maybe we can also see from the perspective of our reporters the issues that Jennifer raised when we spoke to her earlier on from Rivers State.
Thousands of supporters of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State stormed the streets of Port Harcourt, the state capital. According to them, the election conducted in Rivers State was a rape of democracy. They say no election held in the state. The protesters take the ground, the INEC chanting solidarity songs. Not even the barricade of security agencies could stop them.
Voting was not conducted according to the rule. There was nowhere people were accredited, people voted, and their votes were counted. There is no single polling unit in the state where votes were announced. We are aware that even as we speak, collection of votes is still going on the homes of various individuals across the state and in the few cases police stations. We want INEC to give us a date for another elections. We need to have a fresh elections.
Eventually, officials of the INEC and the police approach the crowd. Then an argument ensues.
There were elections in Rivers State, so I don't know which elections you are talking about.
Is yes. Presidential and National Assembly elections in Rivers State where?
Yes.
Where? Where?
At the local government.
Which polling booth were you?
Where did you monitor?
Where did you monitor? No, sorry now. Where did you monitor?
One unit you monitored.
So long as you don't want to believe what I'm saying, so there's no need talking to you.
For this large crowd of APC supporters, this is a major statement that there were no elections yesterday in the state, and they are calling on the authorities to intervene to forestall any further breakdown of law and order in the state. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.